Oh, it looks like we will have a fifth lightning talk. So next up is Paolo, who actually has slides and a great task, a big task among him, in front of him, which is putting an abridged version of the AI Act. While they're setting up, I will just say that the short message is AI Act is coming for us. Run for the exits.
So run for your lives. Anyway. Can we get the slides? Well, let's start anyway. What's the AI Act? The AI Act is the European regulation for artificial intelligence. It's already live. It has already completed the approbation meter in the European Union. It's been implemented staggered to allow time for compliance, but it's already live. You cannot avoid it. I'm sorry. Okay, I know, that's why I'm talking. So, what are the consequences? The AI Act classifies artificial intelligence systems into risk tiers. The first tier is prohibited. You cannot do those kind of applications. Those provisions are already in place, so you should know what to avoid. I will not go into details. If we ever get the slide, we will see the others. So, second tier, high risk. Heavier regulatory burden, you will have to conduct risk assessment, data bias mitigation, a lot of compliance and governance stuff, which will heavily increase the effort needed for each project. So be careful with those use cases. Why? No, not for him. Okay, not for me. There are signs from the back. Some examples of high-risk use cases. HR curriculum screening for job applications, profiling of a human person, any type of profiling. So if you're handling data from someone, you may be in trouble. Not prohibited, but high risk. Emotion recognition, that's spicy. Biometrics, also spicy. There are other provisions for general purpose model. I will not go into details for those because they are very long. What else? Oh, yes, fines, lots of fines. If you do a prohibited use case, it's something like up to 35 million or 75%, 70%, sorry, 7%. Let's not get ourselves in too deep. 7% of your gross yearly income. Let's give up. You will not have slides. Yeah, I will not have slides, I'm sorry. They are available. There is a stream on the Python Milano channel where I did this talk with more time, so it's a bit more explained. How long have I? 1:30. Okay. So we were talking about fines. They are in the GDPR style, so a percentage of yearly gross income or a very high fine, like in the tens of millions. What else? There are some tiny caveats, so you can avoid the classification as a high-risk use case if you fall in some narrow exceptions, but the profiling stuff I said before still applies. So handling person data, problematic. The fines, I think that's most of it. The caveat is be careful what use cases you bring into production. You may be faced with heavy fines or heavy regulatory burdens. Be careful. That's it.
Thank you, Paolo. With time to spare, all the UI Act you wanted to know about. Next up is Lorenzo, who will have another 4 minutes slot for talking about ScrapeGraphAI.
Thank you very much. I'm Lorenzo. I have allergy. I don't know why I'm here. I want to die. And basically, if I read that well, we are Pi for AI. But what we need for AI to work? Bravo. And data, most of the data are in the... Perfect. How many of you needed to scrape sometimes? Do you like to scrape? No. I'm here. Yeah. So basically, also, I didn't like to scrape. In my previous company where I worked, I needed to scrape tons of data from websites, social media, everything. It was a mess. It was a nightmare. And here, we are in a generative AI era, and it's possible to use large language models to avoid all these kind of scraping issue. Playwright, Selenium, all Beautiful Soup, all nightmare. Right now, it's possible to use large language models as a semantic engine for data extraction in all the websites. So, thanks to that, I launched this open source project that is ScrapeGraphAI, that basically you can extract data, structured data from any websites using LLMs. For fun, I did with my co-founder, I don't know where he is. Qualcuno ha ruttato? No, ho sentito qualcuno che... I don't know where he is, and right now we have 9,000 stars. All started for fun, because in my previous company I had this issue that it was nightmare. I have a nightmare every night, and I want to build something that can help me, and we put this open source. Thanks to that, we went viral on LinkedIn, X, everywhere. And start for that, we decided to build a startup. So my message for everyone is that if you have a problem in your working area and you struggle very, you have nightmare for that, put it open source, because outside in the world there is other kinds of people that have the same issue, and probably if you are lucky, you can build a company on top of your open source. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lorenzo. And thank you, everyone. We managed to make it with 5 lightning talks instead of 4 in the 20 minutes allotted time.